Hi, Gold
Hey,
Creek. Welcome to GC 365. My name is Jeremy.
and
I'm the.
I'm
Go ahead. Go ahead, please.
and I'm Amanda. Sorry to cut you off, Jeremy.
You're more important anyway.
Yeah,
Tell us about yourself.
basically.
Who are you?
Um, yeah, I am your worship intern, I guess we could say.
Yeah.
But you may see me singing on main stage sometimes, and I also sing for middle school and high school. But I'm a senior at Jackson High School, and I am graduating this year. Super excited. I'm gonna be moving to Arizona next fall for nursing at Grand Canyon University.
And actually, your family's moving a little earlier, aren't they?
Yeah, we are right after graduation. So if you ever see me around, definitely say hi.
But also say goodbye
Yeah,
because she's not here for much longer, sadly.
he's a little sad.
Very sad. I'm losing one of my favorite team members. Anyway, it's day 105. You're past 100. I know we did a little like
Yeah.
Instagram celebration for 100, but let's do a bigger celebration for 105, right? It's April 15th. That's awesome. Anything stick out to you?
Well, I guess we could just jump right into it. Um, in Joshua 11, there's like a verse that
You want me to read the verse
yeah,
we
do
thought
you
about?
wanna, yeah.
Yeah, we planned a little bit ahead of
We
time,
planned
not a
a
lot.
little bit.
It says they came out with all their troops and a large number of horses and chariots, a huge army as numerous as the sand on the seashore. All these kings joined forces and made camp together at the waters of Merom to fight against Israel. So like, there's a lot of people coming together to fight Israel. Basically, like
Yeah.
I love how descriptive it is. It says as numerous as the sand on the seashore. Like that's a lot.
I just picture just a massive row of just kings and horses and chariots just
Armies and
all
armies.
lined up. Yeah.
I kind of picture it as like it's the actual World War One. Like we had World War One, but like this is the actual one that people kind of
Yeah.
forgot about because like everybody's there to fight Israel. They're done with them. They're kind of like let's get out of here.
Yeah, they're here to finish them off.
Yeah. Which is then funny because in Joshua 12, it's just a list of all the people that Israel defeated,
Yeah, it's
which is like everybody who came in.
embarrassing,
Yeah,
honestly.
it's really really embarrassing
Yeah.
because it's a long list of people that Israel defeated, and
I think it
Joshua
said,
11
like,
kind of sets up like, hey, they were all teaming up too. It wasn't.
yeah.
It's not like it was one by one. Like it was everybody, and then Israel, and Israel's like goodbye.
Yeah, they were working against them and they left no scraps. Like I think
Mhm.
it said like they knocked out every little living thing around
Yeah.
them. Like
It's crazy what you can do when God is on your side. Right?
Mhm.
I mean, armies as numerous as the seashore will fall.
yeah, honestly.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
In Luke chapter 17, I really liked the section where the Pharisees are asking Jesus about the kingdom of God, and it says, being asked by the Pharisees when the kingdom of God would come, he answered them, "The kingdom of God is not coming in ways that can be observed, nor will they say, 'Look, here it is,' or 'There,' for behold, the kingdom of God is in the midst of you."
Yeah.
And so it's funny because I don't think he's answering what the Pharisees meant to ask, but he's answering what they actually did ask.
Mhm.
He's saying, hey, like the kingdom of God is in you. The kingdom of God is you.
Yeah.
Like you, as the followers of God, you, you are the kingdom of God.
Yeah.
And then a couple of verses later, he goes on and he's kind of like, all right, now I'm going to answer the question that you meant to ask and just worded badly.
Mhm.
And he starts talking about the end times, which is what they meant by the kingdom
Yeah,
of
like
of
when
God.
is the actual end of the world gonna be?
And so before we read that verse, I want to ask
Mhm.
you, what's your favorite apocalypse movie?
Favorite apocalypse movie? I just think of zombie movies. They have like, World War Z, that's a good one. Like
And let's just go through like the general plot of how the apocalypse comes through those movies.
probably like somebody gets infected and then 2
Mhm.
days later it's gone. Complete chaos. Everybody's dead. Everybody's a
Everyone's
zombie.
running, trying to survive, right?
Yeah.
Over a handful of days, weeks even. So it's a bit of a slow process, right?
Yeah.
It starts out slow. People have time to react. They have time to panic and freak out.
Mhm.
Well, let's look at what Jesus says about the apocalypse.
Mhm.
He says, just as it was in the days of Noah, so it will be in the days of the Son of Man. They were eating and drinking and marrying and being given in marriage until the day Noah entered the ark and the flood came and destroyed them all. Doesn't sound like people were panicking.
No, it sounds like they're going about their daily life. just
Yeah,
about.
like we have no idea when it's going to come. and it's not, it sounds like there's not going to be much of a warning. It's
Mhm.
just going to be like a snap of it. Like it's going to be like in the Avengers, right? The Thanos
Yeah.
snap, just boop, you're all gone.
Yeah. That was it.
Which is, it's kind of crazy to think about. Like, apocalypse movies are in their core kind of based on the Bible, in a sense of like the apocalypse being a concept from the
Yeah.
Bible. And yet they all get it so wrong.
Exactly.
Like Jesus flat out says it's going to be very fast. You're not going to have time to panic. Like you're going to be
Mhm.
partying up until the last moment.
Yep.
And then in all these movies, they're like,
over exaggerating.
they're freaking out. There's no parties happening in
Yeah.
a zombie movie.
And I feel like I would even think that if I didn't actually, read this and, understand like what God was saying in the moment. Like,
Yeah.
I'm like taking from, what the real world is saying about, all these different types
Mhm.
of things.
The culture versus what God says.
Yeah, for sure.
What stuck out to you in Psalms?
In Psalms, let's see. So it says, "For a day in your courts is better than 1,000 elsewhere. I would rather be a doorkeeper in the house of my God than dwell in the tents of wickedness." And I think that just is kind of saying like, I would rather, follow God, even if it's like the hardest thing I could do, than take the easy route and not be with God. So it's worth whatever, like, hard pain it's gonna take to just like be on God's path.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I also kind of think of it as like being the doorman in a really fancy like hotel or like a really nice apartment building.
Yeah.
It's like you're there, but you're not there, right? You're at the entryway. You don't get to enjoy the life of that hotel or apartment, but you get to be there for a portion of it. And it's kind of like,
Yeah.
I'd rather be that for God. I'd rather be the doorman for God, like just being in the bare lobby
Yeah.
without all the fancy amenities than to spend any time away from God.
For sure.
It's cool.
Yeah.
And it's so great knowing that because of Jesus, we don't get stuck in the lobby. We get to hang out in the penthouse with God.
Exactly. Like he has a place for us right next to him no matter
Yeah.
what.
That's awesome to think about.
Mm-hmm.
In Proverbs, it's very short. It says, "The righteous hates falsehood, but the wicked brings shame and disgrace."
Yeah.
Kind of self-explanatory, right?
Mhm.
Like, don't be lying. Don't be
Yeah.
don't be hanging around in falsehood, and
And you're gonna be okay.
you're gonna be good.
Yep.
And the wicked bring shame and disgrace. Like, we've all seen that happen to somebody.
Right.
And the proverb is just saying, hey, that's what's gonna happen.
Follow your gut there. Yeah.
That's just how it works.
Mhm.
Anyway, thanks for joining us.
Thank you.
I hope you have a great day, and we'll see you next time.